This is Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter. Welcome to Job Search Radio.
Are you looking for a new job or interested in leveling up? Job Search Radio is your go-to resource for insider tips on job hunting and growing your career. Here's your host, Jeff Altman.
Episode 349 of Job Search Radio. I'm your host, Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter. I'm called the Big Game Hunter because for years I hunted down leaders and staff for organizations. Did it for more than 40 years. Now I coach people to play big. And a lot of my work involves helping job hunters land quickly by learning skills that they otherwise wouldn't know, because the skills needed to find a job are different than those needed to do a job. Now, today I'm answering someone's question, and the way to ask me a question is by making payment through PayPal to thebiggamehunter@gmail.com and then forwarding a question to me at that address. So if that's something that you would like, I'm happy to answer your questions. Please don't try to trick me. PayPal sends notifications when payment has been made. And here the question is, should I put my availability date in my resume? Hope you find the answer helpful and give it the show 5 stars on iTunes or Stitcher. It helps other people find it. And by the way, if we're not connected on LinkedIn, send a connection request to me at linkedin.com/IN/the Big Game Hunter. And now let's get going. So the question is, should I include date of availability in my resume? Now, this is something that would apply to both students and consultants and temporary workers, so I'm going to kind of texture the answer given the circumstances. For the student, of course, it depends on when you're writing this. So if this is November of the time before graduation, you might in the resume indicate expected degree date and when that would be. So let's say it's May or June of the following year. That sends a clear signal to them as to when you're available. If this is March, and again you have expected degree date ahead, they have an idea as to when you're available, right? If you're a consultant and the assignment is going to complete in 3 months, well, why are you sending out a resume? You're way early in the process. I might start 2.5 months before tops. But for a consultant, really just send out the resume. Sending out the resume earlier than that is just wasting people's time. It's not like they're going to save it and come back to it and say, that guy, they're going to be available in 3 months. Now is the right time. No, it's just going to go into the system, and that little bit of data isn't going to get remembered. So it's a time waster to send it out too early. But for students, the indication of expected degree date is important. Now, if you've got an internship that's going on that might allow you to, shall we say, wink, wink, give the idea that you're working full-time, it really depends on when you can start. So if the idea is you'd be willing to start within those last few months before graduation, that's one layer, and I would indicate that in the cover email. So that's in the body of the email to which your resume is attached. But beyond that, keep it simple. Just leave it in the resume as to when your expected degree date is. So that's today's show. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, here are a few other ways that we can connect with one another. The first one is if you're an executive and interested in one-on-one coaching, email me at jeffaltman@thebiggamehunter.us. In the subject line, put the word coaching. So this way I know what it's about. Next, if you're not an executive, the best way to reach out to me is through jobsearchcoachinghq.com. There I have curated information from around the web that you can watch, listen to, read, primarily my own information, but again, there's some stuff from other people that's there with their permission. Also, if we are not connected on LinkedIn, send a connection request to me at linkedin.com/IN/the Big Game Hunter. Mention that you listen to the show, because I love to hear from people who listen to the show. It just puts a big smile on my face, which reminds me, Facebook. Connect with me on Facebook. Look for Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter, and give me 5 stars. Subscribe to the page. You'll get lots of information sent to you daily with different pieces of advice for you. And lastly, because I don't really mention this on the show all that much, in addition to job search coaching, I do executive and what I call business life coaching. Business life coaching, where I work with self-employed people who have a lunatic for a boss. People like your wife, husband, partner, friends of yours who may be either wrestling with something in their business and need an advisor to work with, or people who are doing extremely well and they need to have someone to talk with because business is just exploding for them. So again, reach out to me through Jeff Altman at thebiggamehunter.us. I'll get back to you. We'll figure out a time to speak, and I look forward to helping you. Hope you enjoyed this again, and have a great day. Take care.
If you would like to have Jeff give you advice about your job search, you'll love JobSearchCoachingHQ.com. This site has all of Jeff's books and guides to job hunting available free. The ability to have Jeff answer your questions, plus podcasts and videos that'll help you with all the different parts of a job search, including writing a winning resume and cover letter, great answers to interview questions, how to negotiate effectively, whether you want an easy way or want to get tough, plus a community of people like you who you can get advice from. The site again is JobSearchCoachingHQ.com. That's JobSearchCoachingHQ.com.